Hi, my name is Vince, and this is a rabbit. In just a few minutes, I'm going to show you how this rabbit will help you get laid. And it'll do it without teaching you random pickup lines, letting you spend a fortune on dates and drinks, and without anyone ever knowing exactly what techniques you're using to surround yourself with an aura of permanent attractiveness and charisma. But first, I've got to warn you, I've taught this technique you're about to learn in my first edition to over 2,000 guys just like you who live in over 20 countries around the world. It's going to make a lot of hot girls stare at you and relentlessly chase you. But to be fair to the other 2,000 plus guys who have already shoved money in my pockets to teach them these techniques, I'm only going to be able to leave this video up for 24 hours. So this is literally the only chance you'll get to see this video all the way through. If you actually think you have something better to do than to learn this technique, then you're either gay, not that there's anything wrong with that if you are, or you're so young that you still think girls have cooties. If you consider yourself an above average or even normal guy, stick around. This one is for you. If you watch until the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you the whole style system that is easy to follow, step by step, and proven to create instant sexual attraction at first sight. Imagine almost any woman you talk to getting her panties just a little bit wet, even before she can say, "Hi, my name is." I pulled this off so many times that I literally stopped counting. It even works if she initially thinks you're unattractive. In fact, if you follow my step-by-step method to the letter, it's literally out of her conscious control. She has to respond. Wouldn't that be a secret you'd love to know? Well, here's a fact. All straight women go through the exact same process every time they decide to sleep with a guy. Trust me, you've never seen anything like this before. So make sure you watch this video to the very end. But first, I'm going to tell you a sex story. How did this skinny little pimple-faced loser go from zero to the girl whisperer? Did I get rich? Did I memorize a ton of rehearsed pickup lines? Did I put on some magical Ferrum cologne? Hell no, until I discovered the system for myself. Paradoxically, thinking back, if I hadn't hit complete rock bottom, I'd probably still be terrible today. Hopefully, knowing these secrets will save you from that painful experience. The story starts several years ago when I was a total virgin at the age of 23 and still had no clue about how to talk to women or get a girl attracted to me. Since I was very young, I was taught to focus mainly on my schoolwork and how to make money and pretty much ignored every social lesson that I was taught about girls. It wasn't all bad. I graduated from a good school and ended up working at a management consulting firm in New York. I thought this was how life was supposed to be. A good job, a nice rented house, a nice car. I win. Now all the girls will come flock to me, or so they told me. But this illusion quickly shattered as I lamely reached out to all the hot girls that I was interested in, only to end up being rejected or put in the friend zone. What perhaps made it worse was that I was being flown around the country on a corporate budget, stayed at fancy hotels, and you know what? None of these things made a difference. One day, I met a beautiful tall blonde girl in Texas, working at the gift store of my hotel. I spoke to her for a few minutes, and she seemed friendly. I asked her for her number. Well, she hesitated a little bit, but eventually wrote it down for me on a piece of paper. True to my naivety, I thought she liked me, and I asked her to meet me after work, giving her my room number. She politely told me she gets off at 8 and said with a meek smile, "We'll see." At 8 p.m., I waited and left my room door slightly open, thinking that she must be excited to see me. If she's coming up to my room, I thought, for sure that means we're going to have sex. I waited until 8:20 and nothing happened. I went downstairs to check the shop. It was closed and she was nowhere to be seen. I remember being so disappointed. The next day I had to fly again back to New York, and I remember writing her a gift card, saying how nice it was to meet her and that I liked her. I asked the girl at the front desk to promise to give the letter to the girl at the gift shop. She smiled and agreed. What was seen as a sweet gesture quickly turned creepy. Back home, I called her number twice and got no answer. I was too afraid to leave a voicemail. The next weekend, as my roommate was getting it on with his hot girlfriend, my phone rings. I remember exactly where I was, sitting on the living room couch, excited. "Hey," I answered. "Hi, is this Vince?" A guy's voice replies. I was shocked for a second and then restored my composure. Yeah." The guy continues. "Listen, I'm the girl's guy friend, and I'm sorry to be the one to say this to you. I know she's a really pretty girl, but she originally gave you her number so you would go away while she was working. And now that you've called her twice already over 2 weeks, she's a little creeped out. Sorry, man." "Oh, okay, thanks," was all I could mutter before hanging up. That day, I remember walking around feeling angry at girls. Why would they give me their number if they weren't interested in me? I started to develop unhealthy and unrealistic views of why girls didn't like me. I wasn't rich enough. I wasn't good looking enough. Maybe I need to be buff, tall, and good looking, just like the movie stars. I then pretended I was too good for girls, and that one day when I'm good enough, they will all come flocking to me. Just not right now. Some more money, some more power, some more whatever it was that you think you need. Fast forward a year after I quit my job and moved to San Francisco. I met a guy named Bob. Bob was really good with girls and dated really hot 9s and 10s. I met him at a bar through a friend, and he actually pulled a girl I was talking to away from me. He was dominant and a bit of an asshole, but I respected his command over hot girls. Later that night, as if offering condolences, he said, "Hey Vince, check out this book, The Game. It's about a smart guy like you who went to a good school, got a good job." He then realized that the real deal behind seduction wasn't about money or looks, and he really learned how to be a seducer. Check it out. Okay, see you later. I didn't order the book until a few weeks later, but as soon as the first page was turned, I couldn't put it down. That sent me down a path that changed my life. As I started learning the secrets of dating, I was coincidentally working at a fashion store when I was off my full-time gig at a large tech company in Silicon Valley. This dynamic created a paradox in my view of life. While game advocates that regardless of looks, attraction can be generated, fashion believes otherwise. If you look good, good things tend to happen. These two contradicting theories played out in reality in different ways. I saw runway male models get girls without even trying. Even guys who were photographers or makeup artists who didn't look quote-unquote good but still had style get 9s and 10s. On the other side, I saw guys learning game pulling girls, as well as failing a lot, depending on skill level. Slowly but surely, my notebook began filling up with evolutionary biology studies and cross-references to fashion and how style can influence a person's behavior pattern. The apparent contradiction, if anything, deepened my resolve to find a conclusive answer. Was attraction a purely visual thing, or is one's personality the end-all be-all? I went into work putting together a new look for myself. The first time, no one said anything. The second time, people stared strangely. By the third time, suddenly, I noticed my coworkers complimenting me on my jacket and my clothes. At the bar, I started getting nice comments about my shoes and attire from girls. I realized that with a combination of the right look and behavior patterns, pretty much any guy can create attraction and get laid. Afterwards, I quit my job again, sold all of my invested stocks, and began writing the first manuscript for Seduce with Style. I created brand new techniques that the world has never seen before, and all to help me take advantage of these powerful pattern combinations of style and high status. But what were some of these techniques that I used, and that thousands of guys eventually started using to get women to uncontrollably flirt, kiss, and sleep with me time and time again? The ones I found that work consistently over and over again with women of all ages, hair color, height, ethnicity, or how smoking hot she was. Well, I'd like to teach some of that to you now, if that's alright with you. You might want to get a pen and piece of paper ready for this part, especially since this video includes embarrassing moments about myself and may be taken down in 24 hours. Remember, these techniques will get you the results instantly, and I'm barely just scratching the surface. Pay close attention to the last technique I will teach you, because that's when I'm going to reveal the secret style attraction switch that you've never heard of before, and that got me about 90% of my success with women right away, and how thinking about this rabbit is going to make you better with women than anyone you've ever known. The first technique has to do with the falling in love process, the process of love at first sight. I know you may not want to fall in love just yet, and you're after something else. But before you turn on the get into your pants mode, let me tell you the secret. Did you know that a woman's exposed skin is an indicator of her horniness level? This is called a conditioned response. Women are more likely to dress provocatively the closer they are to ovulation, around days 12 to 14. By being aware of her skin and her attire, you can use this knowledge to select the sets that will most likely lead to a sexual encounter. Here's another body language tip to go with your style. Did you know that 90% of guys turn women off before they even open their mouths by unconsciously pointing their feet at them? Yeah, I didn't know that either. Your feet unconsciously points to where your interest is. Pointing them towards a girl too early is a subconscious sign of neediness, and it completely destroys sexual attraction. Well, how about this little trick? Most guys have no idea what to say to girls, and their nerves get the best of them. Here's a foolproof opener that negates any neediness or over-the-top compliments, yet puts her at ease. Hey, I liked your easy sense of style and wanted to come and meet you. Doing this at the right time will subconsciously frame her as an easygoing, stylish person, and very few people will deliberately turn down a well-received but not over-the-top compliment. Look, I know this all sounds pretty simple, and guess what? It is. But I've got a lot more to share with you if you really want to get the 9s and 10s. These style switches are going to get you in the front door, but they're not going to get you all the way home. So let me teach you exactly how to get all the way to home base. First, let me reveal a big lie to you, because if you don't see this for yourself, then you'll always be in the dark as far as it relates to super hot girls. Because if you don't see these lies for yourself, you'll always be invisible to the super hot chicks and out of touch with reality. And I don't want you to be there in the dark. A lot of dating gurus and leaders in the industry always say that money and looks don't matter, and you can get any woman you want if you try hard enough. This simply isn't true. What women don't want is a guy who relies on these as crutches. Think of them as bonuses in a video game. You don't need all of them to win the game. However, they are nice to have. Have you ever met a physically beautiful girl only to find the ugliest little person inside her? Your looks don't set the score, but your style does. This is because style is the underlying current in which connects the outside world to your inner personality. And as we know in game, the stronger and better you express the positives of your personality, the more attractive you will become. I often joke with my female model friends that they act or look like a rabbit. This may seem like a joke, and it is true. Rabbit, gopher, giraffe, all nicknames I give to otherwise super attractive, super hot girls. Keep in mind, this frame also allows them to be cute and playful, to tear through the social conditioning of the stone-cold model, and to get to know the inner beauty and playful child of that model girl you're with. But if you're going to play at being an animal, I want you to be the alpha lion, who's the king in the jungle. So here's a question you might want to know the answer to. So how do you know when women are attracted to you by just looking at you? Here's something I didn't know for most of my life. Every time a woman decides to sleep with a man, she goes through the same 4-step process, the process of the love funnel. It's detailed in my book, Seduce with Style. If you know the simple 4-step process, you can take any woman you want through it without even her knowing she'll feel intimate with you within a matter of minutes. It's really out of her conscious control. It's kind of scary for some people too, to think that there's a technique that any guy could do that would create attraction with a woman's subconscious. People wonder a lot, what is it? Is it real? And if it is it actually legal? Well, it's technically legal because no one has any proof that you're using it in the first place. But you have to remember this. I'm just a reformed little wuss with women who just got too tired of being pushed around and walked over, and I couldn't take it anymore. I wanted to have the women I knew I deserved, just like I'm sure you do. And I don't want to settle for the ones I knew I could easily get, just like you don't want to settle either. My name is Vince Lin, and I am the creator of Seduce with Style. That's just another way of saying the style of attraction. I've heard a lot of guys call it the smooth style attraction system because it's completely under the radar. But it's more like a step-by-step blueprint that shows an average guy exactly what the process is to create attraction at first sight. This is the first step-by-step guide that uses a powerful method for attracting women through style. Even the first time you use it, without changing who you are, memorizing stupid lines, or creeping women out. If you're younger, older, overweight, balding, lazy, or just scared like I was, and if you've tried everything you can think of, and you're still not getting the results that you want, there's nothing simpler, easier to use, and more effective than this system. Now, I've revealed some controversial secrets in this webinar, secrets that frankly I can get into a lot of trouble for revealing. You now know how looking at a woman's level of scene exposure shows you if she's more receptive to your advances. You've learned an unbreakable line to complement a woman's style while retaining your value. You've learned to reframe a model's own sense of herself as playful and fun, like a rabbit or other cute and funny animal. And you found out that women actually don't want money, big muscles, or a full set of hair. You now know that women are actually attracted to the personality you convey through your style. I also revealed the secret behind a woman's filter mechanism from first sight to her feeling attracted to you, and that you can bypass it and stay under the radar while you're doing it. Now you can take this information I've taught you here today and it will work. Or you can do what many guys do and get a head start by learning this full set of style attraction switches that most men will never know. Sexual switches. Style attraction switches designed to keep her interested in you. Switches designed to make her become addicted to you. Some switches that will guarantee that she'll fall in love with you. And some that will make you so confident around hot women that they'll be competing with each other to get your attention. Each attraction switch comes with simple step-by-step instructions to make sure you get it right every time. If you're one of those guys that want to learn this stuff over time, then go ahead and close this video right now, because the next few secrets I'm going to reveal is only for guys who want my quick start version. I'm not here to make the rich richer and the poor poorer, man. This is time to change your life trajectory. I want to empower guys like me. So if you ever gone a month or longer without having sex with a really hot girl, if you've ever had a girl that you like stolen by some loud douche, if you feel too old, too ugly, fat, bald, weak, to date the most desirable women in the world without having to chase them or buy them anything, or if you're just plain tired of constantly trying to get women interested in you and trying to impress them, then I want you to download my brain into your head. Let me show you something that will surprise you. This is an email message I got a little while ago from Sydney. Okay, I realized that cute girls are answering me with more interest. I have realized dressing up does help. Your advice was definitely useful. Here's another one from Mayor. This book is without doubt one of the most comprehensive books I've seen on how to use fashion to get women. Now, if you're not the most suave guy in the world, if you're nervous or hesitant around women, or if you're not as confident as you used to be and would like to be, then man, I want you to use this and be better with women than you've ever dreamed of. Let me just tell you a fraction of what's in Seduce with Style. On page 4, I talk about the 5 most common myths that mass media and men's fashion magazines have pulled over your eyes in the quest for money. In section 2, I reveal a top secret technique that's easy to master, yet so powerful it will help you model sexual avatars to instantly create the kind of attraction you want with the women you're looking for. Peter Davis reports back, I used the Seduce with Style lookbook to construct one of my outfits for a test photo shoot with a fashion modeling agency. The photos turned out great. I just wanted to share how brilliantly my photo shoot turned out. Thank you again, Seduce with Style. Starting on page 32, I will teach you the close-held secrets of style attraction switches and how to trigger them to create massive attraction with women. DJ Fuji read this and said to me, I've been thinking about writing a book on fashion for a long time now, but not anymore. I couldn't have written a better book if I tried. I talk about the geographical differences on the map of style on page 37. On page 49, I discuss 8 crucial fashion mistakes to avoid that most guys are already making. On page 100, I give you full access to a secret ultimate guide to accessories, from armbands to watches to sunglasses to jewelry. I also expand upon this on a master shopping guide on page 118. On page 134, I give tips on how to master scents and how to use pheromones to generate automatic, unconscious attraction. On page 151, I talk about the programs you can put into place right now to develop long-term style and good looks. When Kezia Noble read this, she said, I really recommend this book to anyone that wanted to improve their style. It really does cover every detail. Seduce with Style isn't fluff or filler. It's filled with easy to understand, proven, and cutting-edge technology, built on what women are actually attracted to. It's not complicated or hard to read. I'm not here pretending to be some guru wowing you with his huge vocabulary. The whole thing is broken down so that regular guys like you and me can understand it. Joe remarks, highly recommended. This detailed fashion guide breaks it down so that everyone can understand how to dress attractively. So what's the price for this brand new secret system? Let's face it, personal image consulting and boot camps alone in my line of work is not cheap. And neither is paying for expensive dinners, drinks, clothes, maintaining monthly fees on online dating sites. I won't even talk about how expensive it can be to undo all the negative effects that failing with women can have on your sense of self-esteem. Plus, if you go out and pick up GQ, Esquire, or any other men's magazine, you're going to get all these commercial, short-term advice based on who has the most commercial influence. You're not going to get anything in terms of actual usable techniques that connect style with sexual attraction. What do you think a fair price would be? $500 will be more than fair, considering all the bonus products I'm about to give you. But you're not going to pay $500. You won't pay $300 either. You won't even pay $150. By ordering today only through this webinar, you get the entire Seduce with Style system, plus 4 additional complete bonus products I'm about to show you for only $39. Fully guaranteed for 60 days. Try it. See how well it works for you. If for any reason you don't fall in love with the entire system, simply ask us for a refund and we'll give it to you. Every penny without questions or hassles, and you can keep all the bonus books for just giving it a try. VJ wrote me an email that was pretty inspiring. He said, this has changed my life. The Seduce with Style ebook is very comprehensive, especially the shopping and store section. The emphasis on creating consistent but unique looks using a combination of medium tier and elite store brands was very helpful. Now, on page 165, I reveal for the first time the scientific breakdown of the love at first sight phenomenon. This is a scientific explanation, step by step, of the actions you need to take to make women feel strong emotional attraction to you, from your style down to the way you walk. Mastering this secret technique will ensure that whenever you walk into a room, there are already a few girls checking you out, wishing that they were the ones you decided to talk to tonight. Now, let me introduce you to your free bonus products. 1. Selective Body, Selective Style. This ebook teaches you how to develop a sexy body to match your sexy style, with workout advice from a former wrestling team captain and judo black belt with over 15 years of weightlifting experience. Bonus number 2, The Science of Beauty. This ebook explores the current science of beauty and attraction and how it applies to style, supplementing what you learn in Seduce with Style with hard science. This is an extremely fun read, and a lot of the topics in this book is like chick crack with women. Bonus number 3, how to get hot girls to go shopping with you. For a limited time, get the secrets on how you can get a gorgeous girl to go shopping with you. Learn to uncover her inner secrets and thoughts on styling a man. Think of this as a personal style consultation from the source. Bonus number 4, how to get designer brands for cheap. You want to learn how you can get your awesome stylish wardrobe for the cheapest price possible. I am all about efficiency, and you will learn in this guide that good style isn't always synonymous with spending a lot of money. I'm here to save you cash and time. All of this for only $39, fully guaranteed for 60 days. I want you to click on the button below the video that says click to order now, because you want to be with more beautiful women, and I've got a proven, easy-to-use attraction system for you that's guaranteed to do exactly that. Once you click the click to order now button below, you'll be taken instantly to a secure checkout page, and you'll be confident knowing that your data is private and guaranteed secure by BuySafe and VeriSign with 128-bit encryption. And then, within a matter of seconds, you'll unlock the secrets within the Seduce with Style system and have the most desirable women following you around like little lovesick puppy dogs tonight. I don't know about you, but for me, I don't want to choose to do nothing. And yes, choosing to do nothing is a choice. I don't want to let this opportunity walk by me and land onto the lap of the next guy in line. I don't want to kick myself later because I did not take action now. If you're anything like I was before, then you're sick and tired of walking up to women, opening up your mouth, and then helplessly watching as you're rejected in front of everyone and feeling like shit. You want to walk up with a confident swagger, make eye contact with her, see her smile, lean in and whisper to you, "Hi, my name is." You've got a decision to make. You can either look at your cell phone a week from now and see no new text messages again and a contact list of people you don't even care for. Or you can check your phone and see another sexy picture from a new young girl showing off her legs in a sexy miniskirt that reads, "Coming over to cook for you at 8." What if getting women like this to literally schedule days so they can come over and please you is as easy as I've told you about? What would your life be a month from now if you had this knowledge today? How powerful would you feel if you knew women better than they know themselves? Would you be more confident? Would you be happier? Would it be okay if some of your friends approached you in private and said, "Hey man, can you teach me some of this stuff?" Would your life be 10 times better? 100 times better? Well, right now you've got an opportunity to take control, to grab life by the horns and join the thousands of guys like you who are actively getting the ultimate edge on the competition. I'm going to take all the risk. You've got 60 days to return it if it doesn't work for you. Join us and get the complete Seduce with Style system right now by clicking on the click to order now button below this video. In a matter of seconds, all of my secret knowledge will be displayed out in front of you. From there, I want you to flip straight to page 165, where I'll reveal the secret tests that 95% of the guys fail every time. Right there, you'll see step by step the falling in love funnel that women don't want you to know because it's part of their secret screening mechanism. Your privacy is fully protected and guaranteed by BuySafe and VeriSign. The billing is discreet and private. The access is digital and instant. And no one will ever know you've got these extremely controversial secrets. But you must act now, and I'll tell you why. Reason 1, all of these bonuses are going to get removed shortly, and you will have to pay for the regular price for them after that. 2, I can guarantee that you'll be 100% satisfied with Seduce with Style, but I can't guarantee that it'll stay at this price for that long. 3, in less than 24 hours, this video will no longer be available for you to see. And that means that if you don't click the order now button below this video right now, you'll lose on this opportunity to uncover these seductive secrets that fill your phone with sexy text messages, dirty pictures, and loads of numbers from hot women. Women that are waiting for a man like you to approach them the right way and turn them on. Tonight is the night, and this is the big moment. What are you going to do? I understand that you might have a few questions, so let me answer a few of the most common questions now. Does this work on girls in Canada, Europe, South America, Africa, or other parts of the world? Yes, it does. The reason why it does is because the style attraction switches that I teach are universal and based on thousands of years of biology and evolution. They are hardwired into our subconscious mind, and it precedes any language barriers that we have. In fact, oftentimes it won't even matter if you say anything at all. Many of my attraction triggers are silent. They're body language only, and you can attract women from across the room even if you don't speak their language. Your understanding of geographical calibration and style will help you match the style of the location that you're in. So yes, 100%. It works regardless of where you live, no matter what culture or boundaries you have, and no matter what language you're speaking. Are you for real? I understand the premise of this question. Yes, I am, and I hear you. I've been through the whole seduction and dating product circuit, perhaps as you have recently. I was searching for answers that no one else had. In doing so, I discovered a niche that turned out to be bigger than anyone imagined. Style. Your image, the attraction that it creates goes hand in hand. Instead of learning intricate NLP patterns or mechanical attraction models, you can just change up your look and control your flowing image. As long as this is managed correctly, intense attraction can be created, controlled, manipulated, or nurtured. Those other techniques may work too, but they just take up too much time and so much rejection instead of starting off smoothly right away. based on a clearly attractive image. Is it going to cost something every month? No, this is not going to cost something every month. It's a one-time fee only. It's one time only, and you have unlimited access to it after that. I'm not a complete douchebag. I'm not going to do that to you. Will it work if I'm over 40? Yes, in fact, if you're over 40, these style attraction switches work better. Guys who are younger, typically, they have a harder time with their core identity. Guys who are older, generally speaking, are a lot more mature, secure in their self-identity, and they just have a lot more experiences they can draw upon. And ultimately, these experiences affect their style and their appearance. Women are not going to be less attracted to you because you're older. It's only because you're not using your correct style, the body language, your non-verbal communications. You're not using the style attraction switches and the sexual triggers properly that actually turn women on. Any guy of any age can use Seduce with style and see success, and will see success. Can I get the discount later if I want? I'm sorry, I can't do that. This video is only allowed to be up for 24 hours for each person, and then I have to take it down. So once the video is gone, you can't get the discount later. It's going to go right back up to its normal price. Will it work if I'm ugly? If you saw me 10 years ago, you will realize that I'm not really the good-looking guy myself at all. I never got girls to come up to me and tell me that they thought I was hot or even cute. When I was younger, I didn't date anyone until I was 23. As I got older, my physical appearance changed only slightly, but my style literally changed a lot. And so did my mindset. As soon as I started turning on the style attraction switches I mastered, all the women immediately started to turn and look at me. There's nothing to do with how good looking or ugly you are. As a man, you probably know that looks are important to us. What we fail to realize is that your way of being and moving through life image is more important to women than pure physical looks. Will it work if I have a small penis? Yeah, it will work if you have a small penis. Actually, women have no idea you have a small penis until you get into the bedroom. What we do that throws us off and creates our failure and rejection is that we assume that everyone knows that. By the time she sees your penis, the game is already over. If you do have a small penis and you're having a hard time getting over it, then you have to remember that knowing these techniques will help you feel like you have a huge penis. She'll have no idea, and by the time she gets aroused and turned on by your style attraction switches, hitting all of her sexual signals, she wouldn't even care.